LeadFoot TV. So if you watched my my video about me selling my Mazda RX-8, you will have seen that I've already replaced the Mazda RX-8 with another daily driver. It is another Mazda. You can probably guess what it is if you can read the stitching on the seat. But yeah, I paid £250 for this car, which is an absolute bargain. So my friend Giles was selling the car, and basically he's just run it to the ground and not bothered fixing anything. He's a really nice guy, but just probably not the best person for maintaining a car. So yeah, I spent 250 quid on it. It is a Mazda 3 MPS. It's a Aero edition one as well, so it came with a few little extras over the normal MPS, which was the roof spoiler. I think it's slightly lower suspension. The wing mirrors were different, but the wing mirrors have been replaced with the standard Mazda 3 wing mirrors, just because Giles didn't like the Aero mirrors because they were difficult to see out of, and yeah, so he just changed them back. So yeah, I paid 250 quid for the car. Obviously it's not perfect. It has the typical problem of the timing chain rattle, and it's pretty bad. I'd say it's been driven for like a good half a year with the chain rattling, and it's obviously, like, usually people will hear the chain rattling when they start the car up and then they'll get it fixed, but that hasn't been done. It's been driven for like half a year, so now it just rattles constantly. I've been avoiding driving it because I know there's a good chance it could go. I'm driving it today just because I have to. I have no other choice. So but I have been avoiding driving it. I've ordered a chain already. It is on its way, so I'll hopefully get it fixed before I have to drive the car again. And yeah, so it needs a chain. The suspension knocks like absolute crazy. The last MOT advisory said that the rear shocks had gone, so the rear shocks I think the rear shocks have gone because it sits lower at the back, and yeah, but it's knocking from everywhere else as well. I think the drop links on the front have possibly gone, and yeah, a couple of other bits and pieces. So yeah, it needs a fair bit of work, like mechanically, to get it through an MOT. So I've got the suspension to sort out. I've got the chain to do as well. It pulls really well though, considering, like, you can put your foot down now and it's properly picks up. Like, it is surprisingly quick, and they're so understated as well. I think you look at a Mazda 3 MPS and it just looks like your average hatchback. Like, there's nothing special about it really. It's not like proper in your face like a Focus RS or like the new Civic Type Rs and stuff. It's like, it just looks like a bog standard hatchback but it's got 250 horsepower. It's pretty nuts. So yeah, I've had the car for a couple of weeks now. I've just been waiting for parts to come, basically, so that I can make a start on fixing everything. So yeah, like I say, the engine in it is a 2.3 turbo. It's, yeah, 250 horsepower, which is pretty good value for money. I've paid like £1 per horsepower for the car. So yeah, these cars kind of, although it does need work, I should still be quids in by the time I fixed it. Already bought the parts for this, the rear shocks and a couple of other bits that need fixing. I only paid £30 for them because they were second hand, and the timing chain is about 300 quid. I'm probably, just because I don't really have the facilities to fit it myself, I don't really want to attempt it outside my garage because I think that my neighbours will get really annoyed. So I'm just going to pay somebody to fit the chain, which I think is going to be about another 300 quid. And then I've got there's little bits of bodywork that probably need sorting. I think both the front and back bumper are going to need spraying at least. So I'm guessing I'm just going to be about just over £1,000 in repairs on it. So, which will take, I'm going to say about, by the time I got it through an MOT and everything like that, I'm going to say we're going to be in it at about 1,500 quid. But these cars so this car's only got 94,000 miles on it, and yeah, so that's quite low mileage for these. A lot of the ones that I've seen on eBay and Gumtree and stuff like that, they seem to all be like 120, 130,000 miles at least, and they're still selling for $3.5 grand. So even if I've got 1,500 quid in it, I'm still going to be quids in. So yeah, as long as the chain doesn't snap before then we're good. So I'm just hoping that the chain comes soon, so I can get it fitted. But yeah, well, I'm going to go find somewhere to pull up now, and we'll show you around the outside of the car. Obviously, I paid £250 for the car, so it isn't perfect. It does have a lot of battle scars. So here it is. As you can see, it doesn't look too bad from a distance, but like when you get close up, stuff like the wheels, this is after cleaning them 3 times. I need to, I will do a video of me attacking these with some decent wheel cleaner and seeing how they come out, but this is just with soap and water, and that's like pretty much as clean as I could get it. So they're all pretty much like that. That's after, yeah, like I say, that's after cleaning it like 3 times with like car shampoo. The light on the back is all cracked and damaged. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. So it needs a new light. The back bumper's scratched to hell everywhere. There's a big gouge out the paint here. The wheels on this side are bad as well. There's a few little like parking dings and stuff. Because obviously it's not been washed for a long time, there's little bits of rust coming through everywhere. There's one on this wing, that wing, a few little spots on the roof here, and up here. It's not horrendous, but like I could probably get it out, but yeah, there's just like, because it's not been polished or anything for ages, it's starting to rust in a few places. The grill's cracked on the bumper. This was from racing. Giles was racing my friend Ross, and a bit of tyre flung up on the motorway, and it literally went up the bumper and through the side. So this bumper ideally needs just replacing or repairing. Either way, it needs taking off and fully going over. Yeah, inside's pretty decent condition still, to be fair. It was just really dirty, so I've given it a good clean out. It was about a week ago now, so it's not pristine at the moment, but yeah, this interior is still pretty decent. The seats are so nice to sit in as well. Yeah, I really like the seats, like half leather. So yeah, when you've got like the half leather, so this is like really grippy, so you don't slide around in your seat. And then the back's all pretty much the same. The interior is actually pretty much identical to the RX-8, so all these dials are pretty much the same. All this center stuff is very, very similar, and like the vents and things are same design, so it does feel a lot like my RX-8 still. In obviously you've still got like the Bose speakers, and yeah, so interior wise it doesn't need a lot. I think the only thing it really needs is the parcel shelf is missing, so I need to find a parcel shelf from somewhere, but yeah, that's not a big deal. So yeah, like I say, it's got the timing chain rattle. I'll start it up now so you can hear it, because it is absolutely horrendous. So this is the timing chain. You'll hear it. It's yeah, really bad. And like I say, usually it goes away once the oil pressure's built up, but you can hear it still rattling around there. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but yeah, it's still rattling pretty bad at the moment. So I have been trying to avoid using it for the last couple of weeks until I can get the timing chain fixed, but obviously I have no other car that I can daily at the moment, so I have been using it a little bit, but only for really like short journeys and stuff. I've just been, because although it's driven for half a year with the timing chain rattling, there's a good knowing my luck, it'll go when I have it. So yeah, I've been trying to avoid driving it, but like I said, I have had to drive it a couple of times. So yeah, that's the new daily Mazda 3 MPS. I'm pretty happy with it. Like obviously it needs work, but it'll create some good videos for the channel if nothing else. And yeah, it'll make a good daily driver once I've got it. One of the main things that sold it for me is the fuel economy is doing about 32 to 34 miles per gallon. Whereas the Mazda RX-8 was lucky if I was getting 20, so it's an increase, but I've still got a nice fun car to drive. I don't think I'm going to modify it like engine wise. I might do a few like aesthetic things because it's quite an understated car, and I do like my cars looking a little bit different. So yeah, I'd probably do a few little things to the outside of it to make it just stand out a little bit more. And but engine wise, I'm probably going to keep it fairly standard for now anyway, just because obviously I want to keep it quite reliable and I don't want to ruin my fuel economy. And it's quick enough as it is, to be honest. Like for around here, like where I live, it's pretty like narrow country lanes everywhere, so I could get more power out of it, but I wouldn't really be able to use it anywhere anyway. So I'm probably just gonna keep it fairly stock for now, but we'll see. Everybody always says that when they get a new car. No, I'm not gonna modify it. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, this has been the Mazda 3 MPS. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more Mazda 3 videos, because obviously I've got a lot to fix, and then a few things to that I might do to the outside of it and things. So yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video. Peace out.